Big twist. Meri Brown's secret marriage exposed. Meet her new husband. Meri Brown is stepping into a completely new phase of her life, one that feels lighter, more joyful, and filled with laughter. For years, she was defined by her role within the complicated framework of plural marriage. Her life in the Brown family, documented in TLC's Sister Wives, often placed her in the background, as Kody's attention drifted elsewhere and other wives' stories took center stage. But now, after decades of navigating those shadows, Meri is determined to create her own storyline, one that centers her happiness, her independence, and her quirky sense of humor. At 54, she's ready to reintroduce herself to the world as a woman who not only knows what she wants but is finally ready to go after it. The new chapter begins with dating, something Meri hasn't truly embraced in years. Following her official split from Kody Brown in 2023, Meri admitted that she was uncertain at first about what dating would even look like for her. She spent so long in a marriage that functioned within the boundaries of plural family dynamics, and stepping into a more conventional dating pool felt unfamiliar. Yet, she made it clear that she's not simply searching for a placeholder or rushing into another lifelong commitment. Instead, Meri is curious, excited, and even a little playful about what the future could bring. She's entering this season of her life with a lighthearted perspective, openly admitting that she wants a partner who can embrace her quirks, most notably her loud, unmistakable snort laugh. Rather than hiding the things that make her unique, she's leaning into them, almost using them as a test. If someone cannot handle her authentic laugh, then they aren't really someone who can handle her authentic self. This decision to embrace dating again comes with its fair share of speculation, especially from fans who have followed her journey on television for over a decade. When images began circulating on Facebook showing Meri in a white gown next to a man in a tuxedo, rumors spread like wildfire. Many fans were quick to believe she had secretly remarried, thinking she wanted to keep the news private until the cameras revealed it. However, the truth turned out to be much simpler and, in many ways, more telling about the culture of gossip surrounding her. Those wedding photos weren't real at all, they were AI-generated images that fooled many of her followers. Meri eventually had to clarify that she had not walked down the aisle again, nor did she have any plans to do so in the near future. The false wedding images may have been just another internet hoax, but they underscored how invested fans remain in her personal journey. Even without a wedding, Meri's dating life continues to fascinate viewers. She's been open about exploring short relationships, including one with a man named Andrew and another rumored connection with Brandon Stone. None of those experiences evolved into anything lasting, but rather than seeing them as setbacks, Meri uses them as opportunities for growth. Each relationship, however brief, has allowed her to understand herself better and refine her vision of what she's looking for in a partner. Her clearest lesson came in early 2024 during a short-lived romance with Amos Andrews. At first, Meri seemed optimistic about the relationship, but troubling details about Amos eventually came to light, and the romance quickly unraveled. For some, this might have been a discouraging end, yet Meri reframed the experience as something empowering. She described it as a turning point where she discovered the value of courage, authenticity, and self-worth. Instead of feeling ashamed of the failed romance, she highlighted how it gave her the confidence to stand firm in her identity and trust her instincts moving forward. Her clarity now comes through in how she describes her ideal partner. She doesn't expect perfection, but she has defined qualities that matter deeply to her. Kindness tops the list, along with confidence, humor, and physical traits such as height and warm, kind eyes. Beyond that, she wants someone who will allow her independence to flourish rather than attempting to dim it. For Meri, partnership isn't about control or compromise of self, it's about mutual respect and a willingness to celebrate each other's individuality. Still, Meri knows her past comes with baggage that not everyone may be willing to accept. Having been part of a plural marriage, she often encounters assumptions from potential partners that she would want to continue in that lifestyle. Meri has been vocal about setting the record straight. She no longer has any interest in polygamy. She is charting an entirely new path that's centered around a one-on-one connection, free from the complicated dynamics of her old family structure. She insists that her journey now is about rewriting her narrative and ensuring that the next chapter is uniquely hers. This upcoming season of Sister Wives gives fans a glimpse into what this transformation looks like in action. For the first time, Meri tries her hand at speed dating, a format that pushes her out of her comfort zone but also forces her to be vulnerable and open to meeting new people. She approaches it with realistic expectations. She isn't naive about the possibility of finding instant love in such a setting, but she does recognize the value in simply showing up and putting herself out there. The process itself has meaning for her. It's less about securing a relationship on the spot and more about practicing openness, developing trust in herself, and keeping her heart receptive to new possibilities. Her willingness to laugh her way through the process is perhaps the most telling sign of how far she has come. In her marriage to Kody, there were years when laughter felt absent, replaced by frustration, sadness, or quiet resignation. Now, Meri treats humor not only as an important quality she seeks in a partner but also as an anchor in her own self-expression. The infamous snort laugh, once something she may have felt embarrassed by, is now her proud badge of authenticity. It is her way of saying that she no longer feels the need to hide parts of herself to fit into anyone else's expectations. Meri's story resonates with many viewers because it reflects a universal theme: the courage to start over. Whether it's in relationships, careers, or personal dreams, there is something powerful about choosing not to be defined by the past and daring to step into the unknown. For Meri, dating isn't just about finding companionship, it's also about reclaiming her agency, proving to herself that she has the right to seek joy, and embracing her role as the main character in her own life. As Sister Wives continues into its 20th season, Meri's journey offers both entertainment and inspiration. Fans who once pitted her for being overlooked now get to witness her transformation into a woman who refuses to settle for less than she deserves. She is honest about her hopes and her hesitations, realistic about the challenges of dating later in life, and transparent about the lessons learned from both her marriage and her more recent romances. Through it all, Meri radiates resilience. She doesn't deny the pain of her past or the complexity of her family's story, but she doesn't allow those chapters to define the rest of her book. Instead, she's turning the page with laughter, courage, and a renewed sense of possibility. For Meri, this isn't just about finding someone new to love. It's about loving herself enough to keep going, to risk vulnerability, and to trust that the best parts of her story may still lie ahead.